Well, it's been a good week for Manchester United. Good weekend, yeah, very good weekend. This man is smiling. And of course, like I said, a lot of people, a lot of persons at the viewing center where I was asking them, how far the tactics, how far system, how far formation. Nobody was talking about it. It was just that they won the game and they were happy that they won that game. And of course, new goalkeeper, clean sheets, and Manchester United are very excited. They are very excited. But I know you've been a very strong critic of Amorim and his style of play. I asked someone at the viewing center, should Amorim still? He said if they go fit sack another, I know that should win this match. Let them sack him. Do you still share the same opinion based on how Amorim is sticking to that? What's it called? Sticking to the system.
Yes, I still share the same opinion. I feel for Sunderland, they how will I put it? They were carefree about the Amorim game because any serious coach would defeat that system. You know, they scored 2 goals in the first half. You know, look at the goals there.
Some of them had chances.
They had chances, yes. Shout out to the new goalkeeper. He made some saves to keep Manchester United into the game. But if you see that game as a neutral, you know that the system is still a problem. Yes, they won Sunderland against a decent team. Are you going to win?
Liverpool. Are you saying Sunderland will decent?
They're not.
They've been good this season. They've won 3 games. 3 games.
Sunderland,
3 games.
This is, in all the games Sunderland have played, this is the top team they've played, like a big team.
Yeah, it's a big team.
But Sunderland have not played Tottenham. They've not played Arsenal. They've not played Chelsea. They've not played Liverpool. They've not played City. Manchester United have played Man City. They've lost. They've played Arsenal. They've lost. They've played Brentford. They've lost. So what are we not saying? Sunderland have been playing those teams that, well, they've been having this luck to win games. They're not, for me, they're not a decent team. I can't say you're a decent team after this run of game, considering how much you even invested into your team. You understand? But there are teams that are average teams that Sunderland will play. They wouldn't win. I've seen their games. Against the Crystal Palace, they won't win Crystal Palace. They won't beat Tottenham. They won't beat Newcastle. I mean, when you lose these games, you find yourself deep down on the log. So, for Manchester United, I'm not going to sing Amorim praise before you defeated Sunderland. You defeated Chelsea because of the red cards. That's gospel truth. If not, you would have even defeated that Chelsea side. Against Brentford, we saw the system going down. That system is a problem. Why is it a problem? You're still playing the same thing. Bruno Fernandes is still playing central midfield. Bruno Fernandes is not a central midfielder. That is my problem with the system. Now, you're playing Ahmad and Mbuemo. Yes, Mbuemo, if you saw that game, at so many times, you see Ahmad and Mbuemo taking the ball off each other. The best side of attack for Manchester United is on the right. And any decent team, like I said, if you put more bodies on the right side, you've killed no plan B for Man U. Who plays on the left? Mr. Mount was there, but he was playing behind the striker. On the left side of attack for Manchester United, there's nobody. That was why, players that were playing there that were let go were Sancho and Rashford. They were the wingers. They call wingers that play from the left side of Manchester United attack. See, you let them go. Who did you bring to replace that side? You brought in Kunha, who is a creative midfielder. Bomo is from Ahmad's position. So, my thing is, why not? Bomo is a winger. Ahmad is a winger. Why playing Ahmad as a wing back? We'll complain about Dalo. It's like I'm going to hear something. Carry Dalo from right, try and come left. You have Luke Shaw, who is a left back. You have Dogo, who is a left back. You have Pedro Leon, who is a left back. So what is Dalo doing on the left side of attack of the team? The system is still a problem. Because the next game is against Liverpool, you lose, and then you now come as a system. But if you want something, I don't want to talk about the system. And the man doesn't want to change.
For you feel like the system is the system that's the problem, or the players he uses to play the system?
That is the system.
Out of position.
Yes. Because for him, I'm saying the system because he's scattering the whole thing. Or if
the system is scattering.
Yes.
Okay.
The system is scattering the whole thing. Look at Crystal Palace. Yes, they lost their first game in the EPL against Everton. When the coach came in and saw that the players fit his system, I will say they're good run this season. When the players do not fit your system, like Pep does, like even Arteta, you guys have talked about Arteta. Arteta brought in players that will fit his system. Are they not into the system? They are. So you use the players to fit into your system. Jose Mourinho, we all know, has a particular system. But whenever he changes a club, if you observe Jose Mourinho very well, he changes the system. He's not rigid. Amorim is rigid. If not with that system, even though you must plan, what is it? Nadal must play left. Luke must play centre back. Luke is not a centre back for crying out. Nah, see, this Amorim matter. I'm tired.
See,
I'm just
I
tired.
think fans, in fact, my fans are 50% of the problem. You always be the problem. You know, yes, the club gets issue. Amorim system, the players don't get comfortable and you don't show time and time. So, but first of all, for you saying Sunderland are not a decent team, I think I disagree with that. You only beat us in front of you. You understand? This team don't only lose one game this season. And before when the Premier League starts, you know, the odds for them to even stay where they now, they are very, very low. Very, very low. You understand? So they don't play big teams like West Ham. You know, teams like West Ham, we're supposed to they do it in them, they do. But they beat for their first game, beat them 3-0. Beat Nottingham Forest, don't get results. Then why you may not feel beat Grimsby, beat Sunderland. I think it's something, you know, maybe we should suppose they celebrate or get too happy. You know, there's a positive, you know, you don't get at least you don't get 3 points, you understand, in case it's Sunderland. So no things that I did mediocre or I see man you find that celebrate that with you understand. So it's a good one. It's a positive thing to at least to finish up the international game, you understand. So but for the system, no system, you understand. One, the system being flawed. The players we want in one day to explain the system, who really fit into the system. But me personally, what I feel like, it never reach time when you say players will revert back to when you started playing football. Like, you just want to play. You fit into anything when your coach there will teach you. You understand? Yes, you will take time. But when you see these players, they accomplish. You know they want, you know they want, you know move. Okay, the system will do everything hard. We bring our come last season. These same players, why they don't play the same? Why they don't play well? Why they win? I said the players get 40% of the blame. Amorim gets their own 40% of the blame. The club get their own 20% of the blame. Sacking coach every season if they get a poor run of result. If they talk of transition, mine in transition, mine in review. But if they sack coach, if you know win straight 10 games, how you go take review? Mine you need instant success. You go buy now, they don't put pressure on themselves now, buying going one. And pressure now will be put on ourselves. And the fans, you will not say everything they back. Just accept that, man, we are not the biggest club at this moment. We are not doing well. So the expectation should be cut short as a fan. Me, I don't even expect the best result in mind you get this season, and finish top 6. So I don't expect anything the next 3 years, because people when they no way they compete that they don't go far ahead of us. They don't transition past us. See Liverpool, see the way they take transition. The club get foresight. Man City, the club get foresight. Chelsea, see what they do. Me, I go talk about City.
You have to find out before.
Amorim is not the problem.
I want to say
Amorim is not the only problem. It's part of the problem, but we are the problem. The fans. Amorim is part of it. The players, because Amorim no go start out to say he go want make the club lose match. No. If you check that match, if you want analyze that game tactically, you see Amorim defeated Sunderland based on what they don't use the defeat teams. If you check that match, Zaka, how many times did it happen? Zaka nine the whole now through Zaka nine they build the attack, assist, go forward. But you see, why you don't press that their central defenders when we're from match. You see, if you watch any part of that game, Sesko, when they press, they beside Saka most of the time. So that is one of tactics. You understand? He even forced Sunderland to make change to help, create space for them to build the ball from back. Because what I think I put Daniel Bala defender. So I feel say people know they always talk say Amorim, this Amorim, that Amorim. Well, yes, waiting they don't.
You think I find out.
Well, let me say something. First, if if you say the fans are 50%, that is a big lie. In a club where the fans, not the supporters. If you're talking about the supporters are own stakes, are buy the season ticket, the fans are even not the problem of Manchester United. The problem of Manchester United, out of the 100%, Amorim has 70% because he's the gaffer. I'll take you to Barcelona. They had some bad spell. Why do clubs sack coaches when you come in and you're not fitting in? You made mention of Ericsson. Ericsson had been fitting to what is the club wants. They have to bet it. Chelsea sacks coaches. And look at where they are now. In the last 10 years, Chelsea have won the Champions League. They've won the Premier League. They've won the Club World Cup. They've won everything. Because this is the club, because they want change. It's not when you want change, you try things until you get it. If you employed Amorim, you know the was if you want to bring another person until you get it. Did you see Barcelona going for Hamsey Flick? No, they want him free. Flick fits into the system. And they're getting results. Yes, they love, but look at the system. Flick's pattern and the La Masia Academy is working hand in hand. The Bayern and everything is just like most of Barcelona play, and it reminds you of the Pep Guardiola era. You go to the corner Barcelona play. The only thing is the play personnel are not exactly the same thing, but you see the pattern. Amorim's system is flawed. If you're coming for the player, you play someone who is Baba, you look comfortable using Gary. I give you Gary. Will you be comfortable? And you're telling me because when you were small, they used to feed you guys so you should adapt. See, don't worry, no interrupt, just calm down. At Manchester United, let's go tactical now. You have Maguire, you have De Ligt as central defenders, and you're playing only one traditional central defender. Euro, you're pushing him to the right side. Look, show who is the left back, you're pushing him to the left side. These guys have never, if you check Manchester United players, none of them have played in this formation in their entire career. None. January this year, we brought in Dogu. He brought in Dogu from Lecce in Italy. Lecce plays a 4-back line. Dogu is a natural left back. But you brought him to play wing back. You're playing that low, that from FC Porto till he came to Manchester United is a right back. You're playing him in wing back position. The number 6, Casemiro is not a known number 6. He's a 4 from Real Madrid. Should I go to Bruno Fernandes? If I name all the Manchester United players, nobody is in this system. They are all rookies to this system. Now, the hierarchy has made a mistake. I will still say it. To bring a coach that has this system, they technically didn't look at the coach and the team they have and they brought him. Now, the coach has come in, has played 50 matches. Out of 50 matches, but I know people of 20 wins. Out of 50 games. The matches where you don't lose, big percentage you don't win. You said the coach will be the problem and the player has the problem. You've done something over and over again and it's not giving you the results you want. And you will still insist on it. And you say that those things are the problem, you are not the problem. But in the Premier League last season, Amorim was the only coach that did not change his tactics during the game. In the Premier League last season, Amorim was the only coach that did not change. That the match that not to finish. If you check the index, most valuable club in the world, aside from the Man U, is second. So if you are stepping Man U to West Ham, because Sunderland beat West Ham, so they bring Man U to that level. Even at the worst time of Manchester United, they are still the second most valuable club. That is how high the club is. So you should want more. Excuse me, you should want more. This one has spent £50 million to develop Carrington. That Ronaldo talked about. There is development in terms of infrastructure. We want to build a new stadium, 2 billion. This is the kind of club we are talking about. We're not talking about West Ham or Brentford. We're talking about Manchester United. Mikel Arteta, you think what Arsenal fans and critics have been saying did not get to? Why did he release money to buy Eze, Madueke and so to complement Sakai? What happened to Arsenal last season? Because they don't have depth in squad. Made them buy this player. Look at Arsenal now. Now, we reach Man U. We don't see Man U no get bench.
Yeah, we look at it. There's no.
But if Mbemba says Kona get injury, who will play ball? Look at Brentford. Ahmad, if you watch the coach said Ahmad was the missing factor against Brentford. He said it. Amorim said it. You're supporting Amorim. He said it. So meaning that if Bruno Fernandes and maybe one other person get injured, he don't finish, or De Ligt get injured, Maguire and Euro will play the first.
From that angle you come from, because me, I always look at it from this point. This is Amorim's first full season at Manchester United. This is a rebuild. I think what he's doing as a rebuild, trying to push out players with high salaries. They've done that, except for Casperance and one or two this thing. You look at next season, I'm just a bit fast forward. You know that about 4 or 5 players that will leave Manchester United, that should leave Manchester United. Talking about Casemiro, Luke Shaw should be out of Manchester United. Dalot, Maguire.
Maguire is not leaving.
These are players that should leave. No, they should leave.
So, sorry to cut you short. Let me say this thing. Look at my point. What stopped Amorim from playing Maguire and Delete? Play Dalot for 2. Play Shaw for 3. Play Casemiro, Meno, and Fernandes in midfield. Like 3 midfielders, 3 attack. Play Mbeumo, Ahmad, and Sess. Cunha and Mount is on the bench. Dogu is on the bench. Play 4. Play no match. Just one match, play this formation. Let's see what these boys will play. Because you are not giving them option. In life, they say don't throw your egg in one basket. You throw it. That is my own issue with Amorim. You've been doing this in a game. We saw it against Brentford. When Brentford scored the 2 goals, he had to change. He had to tell Shaw, come to the right side, go forward. He pushed in this guy to back up the safety. And the goal came. After the goal came, he reverted. Do something different.
In game.
In a game, do something different to show you a tactical genius.
Because against Newcastle, sorry, one of the things that helped us now against Newcastle was that when that game was on, Arteta started switching a lot of things out in the second half. If you watch the way Arsenal at some point had to be very what's that word again? Adventurous. Arsenal was playing 2, 3, 5, how many players were in front? They had to attack with more bodies while hoping that the 3-man midfield and then 2-man defense would do the job. The fullbacks were joining the attack. So they had to commit more bodies forward for them to actually get that result.
And what happened?
And then they won the game. So I think for me, when I look at Manchester United, I look at 2 things. First of all, one of them, Dick has pointed out, in game, you have to switch things up in game. It's not okay, you don't win, let's do this, let's try this. So yeah, please 4 at the back, or 2 at the back, or 3 at the back, do this one. Let's win this game first. Then we'll go back to the drum board and say, okay, where did we not get it right in the formation? But in game, you should be able to actually switch things. Every coach does these things.
Have you ever seen a game that Arsenal is losing? Sorry, have you ever seen a game that Arsenal is losing? Miguel Arteta will sit on the ground or he will cover his feet.
He gets frustrated. Amorim gets frustrated.
When we are on the field and maybe this thing they beat us 2-0, you look your coach. Your coach don't humble.
That's the kind of pressure that Manchester United job.
He knows
even Ten Hag last season said, because Ten Hag will not be like
Ten Hag is better than Amorim. Some call it Ten Hag's name. Ten Hag is better than Amorim. Ten Hag lose rate is not the same.
First of all, there's no guarantee tactics that will win.
That's what we are saying now.
There is no guarantee.
That's what we are telling you now.
There is no guarantee
That is what Amorim is doing.
This in-game tactics one at the top. There's no guarantee. Tactics is no. You don't
understand. No, you don't understand enough now.
See,
no.
8 of every 10 times that most coaches change formation in game is always
what is coaching?
I don't agree.
No, we watch football now. We watch football. We all watch football.
There's no guarantee tactics that will win. Even though
when they finish, I was especially like against Liverpool.
You did this.
Well, they first.
You do this. Guy, if you want to do that, you must do that much. Okay, to clear this up. So, like I also point with you, talk. Say, my players, none of them don't play this system. Only gonna social my even sure. Last
that was in-game system. It was not only going to social system. No,
I'm not going to say that. No, proper
counter. Let's connect. No. It's not about checking. Let's see the camera.
No, we're
putting facts to the camera. No. Who are the three now? Who are the match now? No. Let's get something clear. Only going to soldier change his tactics during the game does not mean it's his pattern.
No, make I finish now. Only going to social don't start game 3 at the back.
That was not his pattern.
That's what we are saying now. But that's not his
pattern. You are against changing tactics.
I like you don't finish.
You are contradicting yourself.
Formation, formation is different from tactics system. These are 3 different things. Formation is different from tactics, different from system. You understand?
Explain them.
Okay, make it explain. Formation are how you line up in the pitch. You understand? The system is how you play. The principle you have. Are you an attacking manager? Are you a defensive kind of? Are you a counter-attacking manager? That's system. That is not in-game.
You are just
All of these things
Hold
just
on,
might
wait,
happen.
you are just contradicting yourself.
See, you go check all these things. You go see,
So,
you go see
so-
the dog. Hold on. And see, me, I no be support some of the things we are on. No mean say you go put all the whole blame on Amorim. Now lie.
Well, let's
Me, I be
we
my fan.
can continue this conversation.
I be my fan. Hold on, wait. Now lie. See, Ole don't play 3 at the back before. If you want my point, one match when you do that thing. Chelsea.
Is it what we are talking about?
Hold on. I did try correct with Chelsea, Man.
Is it what we are talking about?
Hold on. Chelsea, Man, Carabao Cup, where Rashford scored free. So if you say I dey lie, you go check that one. So I feel say one, my the thing I'm going to say, players part of the issue. Part of the issue. So
No, the put body as his first.
then the good body. This is a system we don't win. Amorim type. Now you make them get this job wey man you get. Now you make them get this 3 at the back. But the problem why I get to Amorim now that's rigidness. To switch things.
What did you say is Amorim's problem?
Now the issue. I know they talk say. I know they talk say I dey support.
Well, I think at some point, all of us don't agree. Say, all of us don't agree. Say,
Majority of the problem, I said 70% of Manchester
Yeah.
United problem is Amorim. I do not call the players all slack. There are some players that, like you pointed out,
needs to leave.
that needs to leave. Yes, true. But when you have the coach that is not willing to understand certain things, you have this problem. So unless I see Man U the way Sunderland, the Man U fan will tell me because Sunderland is a decent team. Remember that in 13 meetings against Manchester United at Old Trafford, Manchester United have not lost to Sunderland. So winning Sunderland is a big deal. The start says it's all.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. This talk was much needed. People just pump on their hands here for Amorim. Well, of course, let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk about it.